in this time where we're getting a new broadcast deal from Amazon Prime, NBC, a new package on ESPN with the TNT Inside Guys, I feel like we're coming into a newer era of the NBA, especially with the mainstays of the previous era being literally on their last legs in terms of how much longer they're going to be playing. And last year, everybody was having a discussion about who's going to be the face, who's going to be the face, who's going to be the face. And my prevailing thought from that whole little thing was it'll become very apparent who the next face of the NBA will be. Like, it is going to become apparent. It's not going to be deniable. It'll just be something that naturally happens. And this brings me to, are we in the Wemby era? Hitting threes, transition, catching lobs, playing on the inside, and getting quick, easy baskets. It was everything you wanted to see. And this is the beginning of year 3. So, you know, I feel like we're, I'm saying, this is Wemby's world. And there's some people that are better than him right now, obviously. But this is his world that he could have in the palm of his hands. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's two. An impromptu casual basketball show episode here. I haven't made a video in like 4 months, but this is a special occasion. And as you heard in the opening of this, me 7-8 months ago asking, is this the Victor Wembanyama era? And I think yes is the answer to that question. The reason I say that is because of what was on display tonight. And I know a lot of it is Victor Wembanyama, and his impact is so great on the game that sometimes you just like, you just expect it. And the shots that he was able to hit, the attention he was able to create when shots went up offensively to open up space for his teammates to get offensive rebounds. In that second half, they got so many offensive rebounds, and they got dominated in the first half. It's like when the second quarter run happened for the Thunder, after that, the Spurs closed out the second quarter to go into halftime. I think they were about 4 or 3. When they closed that, they continued to keep that momentum going. They killed the offensive glass. They flipped the entire thing of the series on its head with their bench, their other starters playing really well. Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox looked explosive again. He had 17 points, I think, and he was getting active. That wiggle was back. That burst was back. He was getting downhill. That snatch back he had into that little short jumper was nice. Steph Castle. I sent a text in the group message early. Steph Castle and his Jimmy Butler timing tonight. And man, that guy's really good. And that really was one of the second prevailing thoughts that I had coming out of this game, outside of Victor Wembanyama, essentially, I think at this point, making him the new face of the NBA going forward. It's not just about him. This team, wow, bro, really, really wow. They flipped the entire script of this series on its head in this Game 7. It was either going to be Steph Castle or Wembanyama, and a lot of these games before this. Julian Champagnie had a great game in Game 5. Wasn't enough. And it took a while for everybody to come along on the ride, and wow, man, really, really wow. And now they get a chance to match up with, like, you can't even really argue with the hottest team in the NBA right now, the New York Knicks. And they are to be respected, and they definitely have a legitimate chance at winning this championship. The way they've been playing has been out of their mind. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat, Jalen Brunson, obviously, Deuce McBride. Everybody's in love with Landry Shamet right now. And despite the Mitchell Robinson injury, I think he'll still be fine in this series, just based on the fact that he's not a scorer. He's not looking to score. He's looking to be physical, get rebounds, block shots, be a lob threat. It could affect him in some of those aspects, but I think he'll still be a big body out there. And hell, at worst, you could use him to just collect fouls and be a big body and be physical. As for the Thunder, they it's kind of interesting because the way they have their team set up and their organization set up, they have an ability to pivot. And I'm gonna start here with the boring part first. This could be a moment where the Thunder kind of look inward and be like, "Chet, we understand you kind of just like you didn't have it this series at all. Like you had what Game 5 was a great game for you. Outside of that, you gave us nothing. You had 2 shots in Game 7 with you being the second option on the team. You took 2 shots. You didn't really have an impact defensively outside of a few plays. You didn't have an impact offensively at all outside of the first quarter, those first few possessions. You really need to look inward and learn from this and get better. And we paid you this money, so we're going to stick with you and make sure that you become a better player coming out of this, because what you showed tonight wasn't great. Wasn't great. But the more popular thing is trade his ass. The more popular thing is trade his ass. Get his ass gone. Him, you can trade him, Queso, 12, 17, maybe another pick to the Bucks. Go get Giannis. And going forward for the Thunder as well, Jalen Williams, Godspeed, bro. Get healthy. Please get healthy because they need you. What else am I looking at? Jerry McCain. They might lose Case and Wallace. Lou Dort's probably going to leave. Are they going to re-sign Hardenstein? What do you get from your younger guys now? Nikola Topic, Thomas Sorber. Do you hold on to 12 and 17 and make some splash picks, try to go get a Jaden Quaintance, try to go get or try to move up and get a better player or another ball handler, or maybe you could try to go get a Keegan Wagler. You might try to go get a LeBaron Philon or somebody like that. It's a lot, but they're eliminated, so that's the airtime that they're going to get until the off season actually starts and we get to around probably after the draft. But wow, man, new era of the NBA, the Wemby era. Yeah, man, coincidentally I do have some stuff coming out tomorrow, or this is probably gonna get posted after midnight, but you're gonna get a double feature from Two Hoops tonight. Keegan Wagler breakdown is gonna be out on my Substack later in the morning. Go read that. Go funk with the other stuff over there. The Caleb Wilson. I did an anti-taking article. I might make a video about that as well because I'm back on my hours. So yeah, man. Till next time. Peace.